And we're going to start recording this live. Welcome to the Info Assault. My name is Thomas James Morales Carpenter. We are still getting everything set up. There's people walking around, so don't mind anything. Jesse, you're good. No, this is just a pre-recording. Everybody's allowed. This is Jesse. He's the actual guy. You're not live. You're recorded. Don't worry. It's just going on YouTube later.
Yeah, you can delete that.
I don't edit. I literally don't edit at all. I click post. That's my editing. One shot. No mistakes.
Okay, now you see.
Now, which microphone is mic 2? This is mic 2. That one up. And this one. I think somebody was flipping some of these because the one day it was, yeah.
You will see, I can tell you which one is.
And welcome to JessFM.ca. We are live. My name is Thomas James Morales Carpenter, and I am testing out microphones currently. We've got the first microphone. It seems to be working out great this time. And now we're testing out the second microphone, which also sounds perfect. So this is just fantastic. And we are going to be giving you a little bit of music. We are going to give you something you have never heard before. It is the song titled Black Velvet, except it's sung by me completely differently. So enjoy. We're already recording this one. This one's not live or anything. It's just going to be going on later. So that's what you're going to be looking at.
Oh, so do you move it back and forth? Or?
Nope. You're gonna shift yourself over, and we're gonna be buddies.
Okay.
Yeah, we sit real cool, and then I pretty much just talk to you, and
Let me see how you guys look on Facebook.
we're not on Facebook. You're gonna have to. We're not live anywhere.
Okay.
He
We
can
aren't live.
put it on Facebook and.
Okay.
Yep, you would have to get your cell phone to start doing it live, because I'm not on till the 7th. They didn't like me, so I'm still banned.
Is there another stand like this?
There is not another stand, but I used a roll of tape last time. Actually, this mirror will probably work. Here, you could probably use that in some way to...
Here's a presentation I did in San Francisco just recently at the Grand Lake Theater, a very sort of famous theater in San Francisco area. And
You will record later on, and we can use it.
We'll post it up everywhere. This one's still going here. 3 minutes in. We're good though. We should move this out of the way though. Keep you looking pretty. Your shining face.
okay,
Well,
this is Globe and Mail advertising my article about Aboriginal issues.
George Harrison.
Big news! Tony Hall's going to write an article on.
Read about it Thursday. Well,
on the
that's...
Globe and Mail. We might have heard of it. Anyway.
How do you like it?
You click new post. Just start writing a new post. All right, and we are just going to come right on to the radio cold intro. How do you like that? Welcome. My name is Thomas James Morales Carpenter, and I'm live on JessFM.ca on the Info Assault on Saturday afternoon with Dr. Anthony Hall. Welcome.
Hi.
Let's get you speaking into the microphone here so I can hear if I can hear you okay.
Yes, hello.
Oh, you know
well,
what?
here
You're
we
sounding
are,
great.
right downtown Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada.
That is precisely where we are. And
Yeah.
what brings you to this neck of the woods? Are you from here?
No, I grew up in Toronto, Ontario. Might have heard of the place.
You know, I have. I hear it's somewhere in that other side of the country there.
Yeah, and anyway, I thought it would be a good idea to go into the academy to become a university professor. That's what happened. I became a university professor at Laurentian University in Sudbury, Ontario in 1982.
Wow.
And I was a Native Studies professor and wrote about those issues, taught about those issues, researched those issues. In 1989, Professor Leroy Littlebear, the chair of the Native American Studies Department here in Lethbridge at the University of Lethbridge, gave me a call and invited me to apply for a job here in Lethbridge, Alberta. I applied. I went through the process. I got the job. I became the history guy in Native American Studies. This is in 1990. And here it is 2017, and I'm still here.
Right on, right on. So you, in theory, you know a lot about the history of Native America.
I've written books about it. I came to translate this into a kind of look at colonization of indigenous peoples. Well, in North America, well, what about the Western Hemisphere? I kind of broadened it out. Then I started to look at Africa and say colonization happened there. There were indigenous peoples there. You have a more complex situation in the Middle East, in Eurasia, but certainly colonization has happened there. The Opium Wars, where Britain colonizing China,
absolutely.
Hong Kong was created on that basis. So little by little, the subject opened up of indigenous peoples in encounter with empires, with imperial powers, with missionaries, with corporations seeking to own and develop resources, settlers coming in from far and wide into this area, for instance, and taking over the land. This is an interesting process. Along the way, treaties were made. Sometimes genocidal wars happened. Sometimes European powers sided with one Indian group over another Indian group. It turned out to be a huge, a huge and fascinating subject. And so I, at one point around 2000, started to call it globalization studies. And that became the basis for these two big books in the Bowl with One Spoon series, The American Empire in the Fourth World and Earth into Property. And so I've been doing globalization studies within the liberal education unit at the University of Lethbridge.
Okay. So just thinking a little bit more about the history of specifically Native Americans in North America, even going back a little further than when European colonization happened, in theory, the original Native American population must have come here at some point somehow. What are there any predominant theories on how they originally got here?
Well, of course, that would be a big subject in, say, Introduction to Native American Studies. And there's a huge literature saying it involved the Bering Land Bridge, that during a prior ice age, this Bering Strait was a land bridge. People migrated over that land bridge. But then there was obviously a controversy aroused by that sort of anthropologist, archaeologist interpretation of who people are. Indigenous peoples in the Americas, like peoples all around the world, they have their own religious, spiritual traditions. There are stories of the founding, the creator of the universe intervening and creating human beings and blowing life into different creatures. Napi, the old man, he did this.